What is up YouTube, and welcome to this American Horror Story video. And boy, this was a tough watch as a new parent. Finally, Doris is back in the show and we see Karen once again as we get some answers to some questions I had, such as did Doris and Karen take the pills? Spoilers, they did not, but one of them did by episode's end. This was a grotesque watch with some of the best shots and filming I have seen in the show. While we had the campy flashbacks last week, we returned to a gaslighting Rosemary's Baby style story. Many of you in the comments have wondered what happens if Doris does take the pills, and we see her finally give birth in this penultimate episode, I think, of Red Tide, as she comes home after Harry drinks the blood-stained labour sheets, which, boy, that did make me wince. However, Leslie Grossman excels here in the gaslighting, misery-esque storyline. It's a shame Kathy Bates couldn't make this season. Speaking of that movie, as she is rumoured to have actually been the original actress behind Belle Noire, which I don't know about you, but I really can see it. But she would have shone as any of the roles in my opinion. Doris and the baby is the inconvenience for Ursula, who has pretty much a blank check in the form of Harry and wants to use the chemist's pills to make a talent agency. She is ensuring that she doesn't have Doris affect her revenue streams. She and the others trick her into thinking that she's better off being at home with the baby, despite wanting to leave town just before she was rushed to hospital a few episodes ago. She's being left to just raise the baby, and that is it, as Harry is conflicted. It seems like he does care for her, despite Alma and Ursula simply seeing her as an inconvenience. He mentions partial hemorrhaging, so presumably he is meaning to actually feed off her, which, that just really turns my stomach. But the darkest moment of the episode and season thus far was when we see Alma feeding on her baby brother, which was beyond harrowing. Now, Ryan Murphy, I think you need to see someone, my dude. Ursula made sure that this is all gaslit by her and tries to convince Doris that it was all a dream, it was all a dream. Imagine me doing that thing in Sabrina the Teenage Witch when she does the whole dream thing. If you're 30 years old, you know what I'm talking about. However, Alma is adamant to get her mother to take the pills, knowing that she has no talent at all. She is absolutely worked by Ursula via Alma. We suspected that she would turn into a pail due to her lack of talent, which is what happened when she took the pills. The actress who plays Alma is beyond chilling as she gaslights her own mother to turn her into a pail and get her out of the way. This is just some top tier Hitchcock style horror. Boy howdy, this was good. I didn't expect her to turn into a pail so soon, but I must remember that next week is the finale of Red Tide, so they do have to move sharpish. I didn't like a whole episode actually taken over by flashbacks. Some of you in the comments did say that this is only 6 episodes, so they need to do it at some point, but I do think it would have been better spread over the previous few episodes. Now, she takes the pills and is instantly awful at drawing and designing, and I really thought it was clever to use the local interior designer, which I thought Harry was actually trying to do to convince her that she has no talent and to not take the pills. However, we do see her downfall during Mickey and Karen's storyline. It's very rare that a show has a absolutely sublime A and B storyline, but American Horror Story are nailing it this season. The jump scares and Harry's acceptance are some top tier acting, and that story is now done, but let's not forget that the chemist wants Austin and Belle to take all of them out, and at the end of the episode, Alma is being used by Ursula as a tool as they are walking to their doom. Concurrently, we do have the story of Mickey and Karen as he arrives in the Ford GT40, which, boy, that is a absolute beast of a machine. The studio has lent it to him as he's working on a Speed Racer extended universe, and I love how much they're doubling down on this. It's a world away from the flop that the Wachowskis made. Hey, Speed Racer could be good. I've not actually watched the movie, as well I didn't have a car to take me to the cinema at the time when it came out, and I've just never got around to watching it, but I do really have a hankering of watching it now, especially that Matrix 4 Revelations is going to be out this winter, which, yeah, who asked for that? Now, he takes Karen out to the dunes to paint, as we learn she hasn't taken the pills and doesn't want to due to the price of entry. She knows it all too well, this entry, due to the fact that Belle forces her to do awful things, which I thought was due to her habit, and she gets paid maybe in drugs, but no, she is just coerced under pain of death. Now, she actually shouts at Mickey and Belle appears. Oh boy, Belle is menacing as she talks about Karen's paintings, and she is just another level of evil. I really love it, and wants her to get Harry's baby. She uses the pails as a sort of army to make Karen do what she wants, which is killing children, as the blood is pure, which is atrocious, but she's menacing there as well. She recruits Mickey as he told Belle where Karen is, but he is desperate for Karen to take the pills, but she refuses. Some very good stuff here, some very good allegories and metaphors for drug use and pushers. She's trying to get clean and to turn her life around, but Mickey, while clean from conventional drugs, has sold his soul for a Speed Racer reboot. Yeah, I love how silly that is. Karen is ready to watch it all burn, and boy, I am here for it. Paulson is expert once again and elevates the episode to another level with the desperate portrayal of TB Karen. Now, Mickey does relent and helps her go and save the baby, only to discover Doris in a jump scare, which they scarp her, and yeah, these jump scares did hit different. It was inevitable this would happen as Harry accepts it and tries to justify it better than him splitting up with her down the line and her watching him actually become successful and live a new life. That is some mental gymnastics there. That is some gaslighting, which is the episode title, funnily enough. He himself is truly lost after this, and the jump scares with the pails and the desperation of Doris were something else. Karen heads to paint and feed at the express wishes of Mickey after he forced her to take the pills, lest she be killed by the pails. But she sees the value in people. She doesn't want to kill vagrants. No one will miss, as she can see that, well, that's her. And it was Mickey until he gave in to the devil. The beautiful growth of Karen is a joy and shows that no feed is innocent. Well, Mickey's gone. So long, Mickey and Culkin. I salute your time here on American Horror Story. You were absolutely amazing and possibly one of my favourite guest actors in the show. I do hope you become a regular player on the show, just like Billy Lord and the rest of the cast. And I'm still hoping for a return of Emma Roberts at some point. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like down below. Please do subscribe with notifications on. I will see you next week for the finale of Yes, Red Tide. And the week after, as we begin the new chapter of Double Feature. Absolutely stunning work from everyone involved here. I hope you have an amazing day. Go out. Spooky season is upon us, and I'm just working on a Midnight Mass video as well, because that was a modern masterpiece. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.